My Sankofa table presents plantain fries. Hi family, welcome back to my Sankofa table. Today I'm going to do a relatively quick video of one of my favorite snacks, which are plantains. So usually when I come in from a long day and I want something quick to snack on while I'm trying to figure out what I'm having for dinner, oftentimes if it doesn't include plantains, I make it a part of my snack. Alright, so I have one plantain. Usually if I'm having company, I do two because I don't like to share. So what I'm going to do is cut off the ends, and then I'll just cut it down the middle a little bit so that I can peel the skin. And while I'm doing that, I'll go ahead and start heating my pan with some grapeseed oil. Okay, and I just put a little bit, maybe a tablespoon or two in a cast iron skillet. And then once I get it cut up, I'm going to season it with some sea salt, onion powder, some herbs, a few other spices, maybe some crushed red pepper, maybe some Italian seasoning, just to kind of make it pretty tasty. And usually when I'm done with these, they taste almost like French fries. So depending on how sweet the plantain is, sometimes if it's more on the greenish yellow side, it tends to be not as sweet. So this one's kind of in between, more on the yellow side, going towards the sweetness, but still I like to make it savory. So I'm going to slice these up really quick. So here I have them all sliced up. I'm just going to throw them on this plate here, take them over to the other side of the counter where I have all the seasonings out. By that time the oil should be nice and hot. I have it on kind of like a medium-high heat. So I'll start with the sea salt. Sometimes I throw them on a plate like this. Sometimes I put them in a bowl, but because I'm just going to give them a little toss with my hand, nothing special. Little parsley, onion powder, sea salt. Come on out of there, parsley. And I'll go in with some crushed red pepper. So I just like it a little spicy. And right now I have a sore throat. I'm gonna go with some of that Ethiopian seasoning, the burger. I like that. It tends to kick up things a little bit. A little bit of oregano and a little bit of Italian seasoning. So you can season these as you please. Sometimes I add turmeric. Sometimes I add curry. It just depends. It doesn't really matter. It's gonna be nice as long as you flavor it. It's gonna be nice either way. And a lot of times after I cook these, I like to dip them in some like honey mustard type dressing, or like I'll make a ketchup on my own and dip it in that. Or if I have leftover walnut cheese, I'll throw it and dip them in that as well to eat. So the oil is relatively hot. So if you find that you underestimate how much oil you need to add, no biggie, just add more. No big deal. Just add a little bit more while that's warming up. I'll get out my tongs because this is what I'm going to flip them with. You can cut these actually like French fries. Sometimes I do. And they come out just fine. But most of the time I just slice them like that. All about preference. Work it however you want to. And I will just fill this pan all the way up with all of my slices and then give them a flip. Flip them over. Let them brown on one side, flip them over to the other side. And they don't take long to cook at all. By the time you get them in there, a lot of times start cleaning up your mess, then it's time to flip them. So while they're browning on one side, as I always like to do, start the cleanup process so that you're not starting from scratch. When it's over and done, then you can enjoy your meal as it's hot. So now that's all put up. Didn't really use my cutting board, but I'll wash it anyway. I just pulled it out for y'all. I just got a little fancy, that's all. And I'll just put them right on the plate that I seasoned them on. So I'll start flipping them Some of them, depending on where they're situated in the pan, may brown quicker than others. Some people add onion to their oil just to kick up the flavor. I usually don't, but I have done it. I have so much seasoning on them already till it's optional, but the onion will add a little bit more flavor, so you can add onion to this pan and let it cook in here as well. So these make a great snack, or they make a great side item. Your choice. Tonight I'm going to fix me a quick veggie soup for dinner, so I'll munch on these until such time. I'm not feeling my best. I'm coming down with a sore throat for some reason, so I'm actually sipping on some, I believe it's elderberry tea, so I'm sipping on that, and it's already making my throat feel better. So sometimes you have to get that self-care in there. Come back with my mustard and my agave, and this is how I make my little honey mustard. So I'll grab me a little something to mix it up in. Don't need much. Just pour a little bit in this little container, give it a stir, and it's ready for dipping. And these are starting to brown to perfection, so I will start taking them out. Again, some of them may brown quicker than others, depending on where they're situated in the pan, depending on the highest heat of the pan. So just kind of eyeball them. If they're ready, take them out. If they're not, flip them over and let them brown to your liking. It's all about your preference here. And because this skillet is so hot, I can actually go ahead and turn the fire off, and the plantains will continue to cook and brown with no heat, right? Or no active heat. So you can just take these babies out, line them up around your plate as you choose. Share some if you like. I'm a little stingy with mine, don't really like to share, but I will gladly cook somebody one. In my opinion, there should be one plantain minimum per person. So anytime I have to share this one that I'm cooking, that's a problem. It's a problem, family, because I love these things. I can eat them just about every day and don't really get tired of them. I guess because I don't eat potatoes anymore either, so it helps to kind of fill in that gap of wanting something potato-y, something that reminds you of like a French fry or something. So maybe that's why I like them so well. Yeah, so that's all I'm doing, is just taking them out to plate them. They're done. Didn't take long at all. Guess I've been going for about 10 minutes now, and from start to finish, I mean, it's safe to say 10 minutes or less. And you can have a tasty treat or side item. So if you have gained something from this video, you think somebody else may benefit from it, please feel free to like it. Please feel free to share it. Pose questions if you need to, comments, you know, if you want to. It's up to you. I appreciate your time for tuning in as usual, and I hope that you will stay tuned for future videos. If you want to stay abreast of what I have going on or things that I come up with, feel free to subscribe so that you're in the loop. And hey, I'm just going to take out the last of these, family, and say goodbye. And look, we have a nice plate of plantain fries. All right, I'm going to make my dressing to dip them in, and that's it. I'm going to sit down and finish my tea and enjoy my snack. Until next time, friends, thank you for watching. Bye.